I'm Nicholas Provenzano, and I am a Makerspace Director and Technology Coordinator at University Liggett School in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. I've always loved computers ever since my dad first brought home the Macintosh computer back when we were little, and I've become more involved as an educator since I discovered Raspberry Pi 3 or 4 years ago.
What's so great about learning computer science with Raspberry Pi?
It's like the Swiss Army knife of makers. You can use it for just digital coding, you can do it for physical computing, cameras, lights, buzzers, sensors. It really opens up infinite number of possibilities for any type of maker out there. It's an idea of taking something intangible like code and making it something physical with physical computing. And so it's that idea of taking sort of that abstract and making it real and hard to touch and to play with and to move. So I really like that opportunity to physically build things instead of just relying on code.
What fascinates your students about computer science?
For every student, it's a little bit different. Sometimes the students love just the idea of coding games and using Scratch or using Minecraft. And others want to build physical things. They like that idea of using a soldering iron and putting together a button and light system. So every kid approaches it differently, but that's what's so nice about Raspberry Pi and computer science in general, is that it allows kids to pursue their interests because there are so many different ways you can engage in those areas.
What kind of things do your students build with Raspberry Pi?
The best answer to that is anything and everything. To be honest, I've had kids build their own security system for their room to keep their brother and sister out. I've had students build their own computer game. I've had other kids just explore Minecraft and code different aspects of Minecraft using Python code. So the kids love to engage in almost anything and everything that they are exposed to. So that's one of the best parts of it, is that there are so many different angles to approach computer science, especially with Raspberry Pi. It really meets the needs of any student.
What do students find most challenging, and what do they find most rewarding?
I think the most challenging is patience. One of the things about coding, and anyone will tell you, is that there hasn't been a coder alive that has written code that worked the very first time it ran. And I think for kids, it's a really wonderful skill to work on when it comes to patience, proofreading, and debugging. So actually, while it's tough for them, it's actually a really good lesson for them to learn about any type of problem solving or critical thinking. What do they enjoy most out of it? What's most satisfying is the creation of the final product. Any person that's ever made anything, ever, anywhere, you feel this sense of pride when you've created something and it works or it does exactly what you want it to do. And there are very few things that sort of replicate that feeling. And so when a kid can feel successful in the classroom setting, whether it's with computer science, Raspberry Pi, or anything else, that's a win for a teacher.
Who should take this course?
Yeah, I think this course is great for anyone that's excited to learn about Python, Raspberry Pi, and physical computing. Really, you have to be open-minded to explore any new topic, and Raspberry Pi is a great place to start if you're looking to engage in coding and physical computing in general.
What can students learn from the course?
A little bit of everything. That's what the best part of this course is that you'll learn the basics to Python, so that'll allow you to explore very intro levels of Python coding to super complex ideas of running a motion sensor with a camera, with a button and an LED and a buzzer, all combined together. So by the end, you really feel like a Python master of Raspberry Pi, which is a great feeling to have because it opens up a world of possibilities for projects down the line.
Can the course be used with other subjects, such as English and history?
The nice thing about computer science is that it is just a tool that can be used, and it can be used in any content area. So whether you are creating a narrative for your computer game in an English class, whether you are doing research for a history class to provide information that you could later code as a database, you can do all of those things. Computer science provides you just with tools that apply to any class. It's up to the teacher to work with their community and their students to find the best application for that tool in their content area.
Is there anything you'd like to share with the teachers who are trying this out for the first time?
Be comfortable with failing. The best thing I can tell you is that the first time you're gonna do it, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna put something in the wrong place, you're gonna burn out an LED, your code's gonna be wrong, and it's important to remember that this is how your students are gonna feel. And if you get frustrated and give up, your students are gonna get frustrated and give up. So be open and honest with your kids that this is new to you and you're learning, and they'll actually be more comfortable helping you solve these problems alongside them as opposed to just giving up and moving on. So be prepared to fail, but also be prepared to learn from those failures.